Family, family, what's up with it? Man, what's up with it? Salute to the family. Top of the day, top of the day. This is indeed the Black Coffee Club morning show, man. The most intentional morning circle on the planet. Salute to you all. Welcome for the first time to some. Welcome back to most. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. I am indeed your host, Junior the Truth. Um, this is where Generation X comes to and others to stop letting life kick our ass and take back control, man. Um, yeah, and we're doing something totally different. We're doing something totally different. I'm indeed your host, Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JuniorTheTruth. Just Google me. Just Google me, man. I'm Googleable. But I am indeed glad that you are here. Salute to King Vonnie 86. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Salute to K underscore. What's going on with you, man? Shout out to Tiffy 2 in the building, man. What's going on, man? Grab your coffee, man. Like I said, we're doing something different today, and I want to just get right into it. This There's this situation that's making its way around social media, and it's involving a comedian, content creator, and philanthropist, in my opinion, Damon Darling, and Walmart. You feel me? And War Willis, what's up with you, homie? Now, this story is near and dear to my heart. First and foremost, man, shout out to Damon Darling. Salute to him. He is based in Ohio. He lives relatively close proximity to me. I've been familiar with Dame for a little while now, a couple years. Um, I'm a little familiar with his story, of course, and familiar with his content and the evolution of his content. So this is in no way, I guess I'll preface this. Salute to my brother Stormy B, man. I'll preface this by saying this is in no way, shape, form, or fashion a K underscore. We're gonna get to that. This is in no way, shape, form, or fashion any shots at Dame, man. Salute to him. I want him to keep going, and I want him to continue to make it do what it is that he is doing, man. For his family, for himself, for his sobriety, and so on and so forth. So salute to Damon Darling. Um, so let's get into it. This is Trouble Man Tuesday. And so, we always gonna come in and hell, get into the trouble, I guess. Salute to Boxing and Barbecue. What's up with it? Salute to my brother Stormy B, man, in the building. Um, all right, so there's a situation and it's making its rounds around social media. And it's involving Damon Darling once again and Walmart. And when you first see the clips, it's very easy to reduce this thing. You know what I mean? And we say shit like, wait a minute, this brother trying to buy people's groceries and Walmart banding, you feel me? And that makes a hell of a headline. You understand? And this is the power of social media. This is the power of um I don't want to call it propaganda, but this is just the power of information. You understand what I'm saying? And the ability to make things look and appear to be one to be a thing, even though it may very well be another thing. And that's the best way I can explain it. But that makes uh, uh, um, a hell of a headline, right? And the thing that we do, the majority of us, and this is Trouble Man Tuesday, so we gonna get to it. Salute to King Vonnie for dropping some jewels, man, in the chat, man. Salute to you. Tiffy 2 said perspective. That's a fact. That's a fact. So it makes a hell of a headline. And the problem is the majority of us never get past the headlines. How many of us read a headline and don't read the article? The fact of the matter is that's the majority of us. The majority of us stop at the headline. Cool. Um, then you keep reading, you keep looking, and you start to discover more things. You understand what I'm saying? You hear Walmart's explanation, you hear Damon's explanation, and suddenly the conversation gets more complicated. You feel me? The majority of people aren't listening though. You feel me? The majority of people aren't listening, but the conversation gets more complicated. Walmart says this wasn't about the grocery giveaways. You feel me? The company says this wasn't about the grocery giveaways. The company says that that Dame Darling had repeatedly violated its policies through disruptive behavior and trespassing. You understand what I'm saying? And so I know people say, like, well, what are you talking about, man? Like, he's buying people's groceries. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing the philanthropy work and so on and so forth. And I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. And I understand what everybody's saying. But then let me pause there for a second as I sip my coffee from my Black Coffee Cup, coffee cup. Story B Man said, why don't they ban people who frequent the establishment dressed like they just got out of bed, didn't brush, wash, comb, or flush? I'm not arguing with that, bro. I'm not arguing with that. But man, this is the Black Coffee Club. This is Trouble Tuesday. This is what we do. Walmart says that Darling has repeatedly violated his policies through disruptive behavior and trespassing. And I know we say, what's disruptive about buying people's groceries? What's disruptive about coming in? You feel me? What's disruptive about that? You know what I mean? Even though that in and of itself can be disruptive when you coming in, recording people, being on camera, so on and so forth. I have my personal opinions about blessing people and doing it in a public fashion. You feel me? Shoving your cameras in people's faces and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I have my that's not really my jam, but I'm definitely not knocking it for the people who do. As long as the spirit is right and they are doing it for the right reasons, that's kind of difficult to argue. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. K underscore says Walmart and disruptive shouldn't be in the same sentence. Come on, bro. So so but they call it his behavior. Salute to Thriving Globe with Joe. I see you. Disruptive behavior and trespassing. Reporting his older content describes Walmart videos as involving merchandise, throwing merchandise, staged falls around customers, and a whole lot of other stuff he was doing in there to be disruptive in the Walmarts. Darling has acknowledged that his content has evolved from those earlier prank style videos towards a more positive content. And that's just kind of what that is. You feel me? Um, as far as as far as man, I looked at this, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked at this and I started, going and doing the research. And then I was looking originally because remember when they banned him from Walmart and everybody was talking about boycotting Walmart, Dame Darling came online, or maybe y'all didn't know this, but he came on and he addressed it and he said, don't stop supporting Walmart, don't stop shopping at Walmart, so on and so forth. Like, I understand, this is cool, this is good. You know what I mean? Just keep going to Walmart and we'll just, continue doing what it is that we do, but don't boycott Walmart. You understand what I'm saying? And there was a reason for that for me because of the way I think. I was just looking at it like, okay, there's a reason. That something in his voice, you know what I mean? Something just about that was just, I don't know, man. It was something to it. And that was what kind of pushed me to do a little bit more research. And then I started researching and then I found the prank style videos and I started seeing the stuff that everybody was talking about. And so I was like, okay, that's starting to make a little more sense. And see, the thing that we have to do once again, this is the age of information. And I love you all. And I love you all enough to tell you all that you got to start doing a little bit more just research, man. You got to vet stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to vet stuff. You got to dive deeper, man. Stop stopping at the headlines. You understand? Like I told you all before, and we talk about it all the time. Um, the world wants you to be emotional. You feel me? And you got to stop with stuff that tries to get an emotional reaction, an emotional response from you. Once again, we hear that he's banned from Walmart, and everybody, what did they do? They start acting on emotions and saying, "Oh, I'm not going to Walmart. The hell with it." The brother buying people's groceries and it's just all bad and so on and so forth. Myself included. Like I fell into that for a second. Like, man, dang, that's messed up. He trying to buy folks groceries and yada yada yada. And then we always are looking for a devil. We always want there to be a devil and so on and so forth. And then I started looking into stuff and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I started looking at this and I said, this is a self-mastery conversation. That's when I stopped looking at this as an influencer versus Walmart story. And I saw a self-mastery conversation, literally. And here is, let me pause there and let me give y'all something. Let me give y'all something. All right. So this is those of y'all who are looking at the screen. Hopefully you can see this. Let me give y'all something. This is when we were talking about the older, more disruptive content. This is Damon Darling in a Walmart here in Ohio.
Hey, watch this, guys.
Fucking what? Fuck this place. I'm going to Target. I finally got a job at Target. Fuck this place. Don't get rude. Woo!
Let's run it back one more time.
Hey, watch
I don't
this,
really
guys.
got to give you the play-by-play, but if I were to, I would tell you that the man is walking through Walmart with a jug of milk and in his drawers and a Walmart smock and boots, and he jumps up on the conveyor belt, the cashier station.
Fucking what?
And this is obviously during the COVID thing, during the COVID period, because everybody's walking around with masks, even himself. And he jumps on the conveyor belt on the cashier station and screams out, "I quit. Fuck this place." Has opened a gallon of milk and started pouring milk on himself and says, "Fuck this place. I quit. I'm going to Target."
Fuck this place. Don't get rude. Woo!
Round Sniper says, "What the hell?" Hey, Stormy B Man says, so he is the one I suggested they ban. Well done, Walmart. K_ trying to stick to his guns. He said, why wasn't he banned then? He was, bro. He was. They said they told you that he's repeatedly violated the ban. So being banned from Walmart, then continuously going. You see what I'm saying? Which is why he was saying don't ban Walmart. Basically, this is on me. You feel me? So let me ask you, Stormy B Man, bro, my brother, Stormy B Man. If somebody came in your house and jumped up on your furniture and said, fuck this place, and proceeded to open up a gallon of milk and pour milk on themselves in your house, would you allow them back in your house, bro? Like, what would they be able to do to get back in your house? You feel me? See, if somebody came in your house, jumped up on your furniture, opened up a gallon of milk and poured milk on themselves and said, fuck this place, you would never be allowed in my house again. Never. If you actually make it out my house, let's leave that. Let's not leave that out. You would never be allowed in my house. Like, I don't care who you are. I I don't care what kind of good you do. I don't care how you change your life. Um, I man, like there's nothing that you would be able to do to be allowed back in my house again, ever. You understand what I'm saying? This is it. Like at some point in life, we gotta have real conversations. AB, what's up with you, homie? You would never. 4 ounce sniper said, "This is my first time seeing him do some shit like this." Right. Because remember the prank style videos, CK underscore bro, you trying to be my brother, you're trying to be the what do you call that? The devil's advocate, bro. Walmart didn't allow him back in the stores. He was banned. He just continuously went back. You feel me? Uh he said a benchable line stepper. Stormy B Man said he won't leave on his own accord. They be taking him out in one of those bags. They zip you up in with a name tag on it. Damn, bro. Yeah, I know he's a comedian. Thrive and Glow with Joe. And this is, yeah, I know he started out, doing this content, but this is where I'm going with my conversation, right? So, but ultimately, there's nothing for me. There's nothing that anybody would do that if you disrespected me like that, man, there's no way in hell that you would be able to allow back in my house. And that's just what that is. There's no amount of good that you would be able to do. Like you could, I don't know, man, you could pay my house off. You feel me? You could pay my house off and you still wouldn't be allowed back in my house. I'd just be like, I appreciate it. You feel me? I wouldn't take it actually, but there's nothing that you would be able to do. Like you gotta stay over there. You feel me? And it's no different than people going into the stores and harassing people and doing all of the prank stuff. It's disruptive. And you never know who you're going to encounter and what that interaction might be like. You understand what I'm saying? But once again, I looked at this and I said, this is a hell of a self-mastery conversation. So let's have it. Um, what happens, what happens when you genuinely change, right? You genuinely change, but your reputation hasn't caught up yet. And that's what we're talking about this morning. Yeah, that's what we're talking about this morning. Yeah. What happens when you genuinely change, but your reputation hasn't caught up yet? Yeah. So my verdict is growth changes who you're becoming, but it does not automatically change or erase the evidence of who you've been. You feel me? It doesn't change the evidence of who you've been. And that's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? When we change, we experience the change from the inside first, like genuine change. When you genuinely change, you experience the change from the inside first. You feel me? We remember making a decision. We remember saying, I'm not doing that no more. We know our intentions are different. We know our heart is different. We know we're moving differently. But everybody else, nah, man, they don't live inside with our intentions. They live outside with the receipts. You feel me? Listen to that again. They don't live inside with our intention. They live outside with the receipts that we've left. Lala D, what's up with you? What did Lala D say? Lala D said something, then just kidding. I missed what you said. I don't even see where you said anything. I think the first thing you typed was just kidding. Stormy B Man said he'd be a laid down comedian. Here lies TikTok names on the tomb. Rock, come on, man. Stormy B Man up, man. Stormy old school, man. They don't like that. They don't like that type of shit. I don't like it either, man. But people don't live inside with our intentions. They live outside with our receipts. They've got their experiences with us. You feel me? They've got things that we've said. They got things that we've done. And in the digital age, hell, they even got a video. That's what we just played. You understand what I'm saying? So you may be saying That's not me anymore. And that can actually be true. Like you can be a changed person. That can actually be true. But somebody else may be legitimately saying, okay, but that's the version of you that I have evidence of. You feel me? And both realities can be true at the same time. And that brings us to my first principle, which is you cannot demand that somebody else's trust change at the same speed as your intentions. You cannot demand that someone else's trust changes at the same speed as your intentions. That's not how trust works. Yeah, that's not how it works. Man. So let's talk about in this instance, let's talk about Lala D says like a thief. Think about it, man. Some of us, if we have a real conversation, some of us got family members. You know what I mean? We got family members that we grew up around and they old now. You understand what I'm saying? They old now, right? But remember them 80s, them 90s when they was out there on that stuff, and now you don't trust them. You still don't trust them. Like, nah, they was on that stuff. Like, cuz I'm not, you can't come in my house by yourself. It's people that stole something from you in the 90s that you still won't allow in your house unattended. They didn't change, they didn't gay their life to God. It's people that's preachers, and you still looking at them like they didn't totally changed over, and everybody looks at them like, oh, this is such and such, he's such a great person. And you looking at them like, nah, man, that's the motherfucker that stole. That's man. It's people that did shit when we was kids. I still look at them. It's people that are total. They are public officials and all types of shit, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like, nah, he's still greasy. He's still greasy. Like that's how I describe people like that. Like he greasy. The motherfucker greasy. Boxing and Barbecue said apparently Jasmine Cashmere is a pastor. Uh, you gonna go to one of her services. Your current disposition doesn't absolve you from your past. Who is Jasmine Cashmere? That sounds like a porn star. Is that a porn star or something? I'm gonna have to look and see who Jasmine Cashmere is. Lala D said, even if a thief been straight for a decade, let something turn up missing, and it wasn't them, but you done called them every name in the book. Man, I ain't a thief, man, is a thief, man. And you thief in the past, thief in I can't have thieves around. I feel like that don't go nowhere. I'm sick. I'm sick like that. And I'm judgmental. You understand what I'm saying? There's no coming there. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. Yeah. Yeah. But that's a man, that's a let's talk about Dame's current mission though, man. Paying for people's groceries and helping people out financially. I love it, man. I love what he's doing, helping people. I love it. Using his platform to bring positivity to people's days. Man, I love it. I'm all for that. You understand what I'm saying? I love it. And it's not even a but. This is just a statement. Self mastery requires us to ask another question. Is my mission the only thing that matters? Or does my method matter too? You feel me? Because those are different questions. I can have a good heart and a sloppy method at the same time. I can have a noble intention and still cross a boundary. I can be trying to help and still create unintended consequences. You understand? Like that's adulthood. That's leadership. That's self mastery. That is a mature. Uh, uh, um, that's just a mature way of looking at it. The mature standard has to become my cause does not automatically entitle me to disregard everybody else's boundaries. You feel me? Think about think about that outside of Walmart. You meant well in your marriage. Okay. What was the impact? You meant well with your kids. Okay. What was the impact? You meant well at work. Yeah, that's cool. But what was the impact? Sometimes we defend ourselves with, but that wasn't my intention. You understand what I'm saying? You ever had somebody that did some fucked up shit to you, and then you talking to them about it, or you call them on it, and they say, that wasn't my intention. And it's like, fuck your intention. This was the impact. That wasn't my intention. Like, okay, maybe it wasn't, but intention isn't the entire scorecard. You feel me? Intent tells me that you tells me what you hoped to accomplish. Impact tells me what actually happened. You feel me? Self mastery, for me, it requires enough maturity to examine and consider both. And according to Walmart, that's the issue here. Its stated position is that the restriction wasn't retaliation for charitable giving. It reflected a broader pattern of conduct that the company considered disruptive and contrary to its policies. Period. Now, does that mean that every disputed detail is settled? Nah. But I'm also not sitting in Walmart's corporate headquarters. You feel me? I don't have every internal record that they rely on. And that's why I'm not interested in pretending that we can adjudicate every fact from from YouTube this morning. I'm interested in the principle. At some point, like, we gotta stand. We're men. You feel me? We're adults. Like, we're the leaders. And at some point, we gotta stand on principle. Like, we gotta stand on principle. And it's the same principle that I just talked about with Stormy B Man talking about catching a body over. You feel me? There's a principle, because the principle applies to all of us. Period. Yeah. So at some point, we gotta stand on principle. Principle. Yeah. Here's something I've said in different ways before. Your reputation is compound interest. Everything contributes. Every promise you keep, every promise you break. Every time you show restraint, every time you create chaos. Every boundary you respect, every boundary you ignore. Every time somebody can depend on you, every time they can't. You're making deposits. Eventually, people develop an expectation of what happens when you enter the room. You feel me? Boxing and Barbecue said it's no difference than the way these content creators behave online. Character and integrity matter to me. Once you show me who you are, I gotta throw you away. He said, you are what you consume, boy. Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Say, man. But eventually people develop an expectation of what happens when you enter the room. Like, that's reputation. And here's where transformation gets uncomfortable. Once one new decision doesn't automatically cancel 100 old deposits. You feel me? Like, one new decision doesn't automatically cancel 100 old deposits. If I spend 5 years being unreliable and I've been reliable for 3 weeks, I may have changed. You feel me? But I haven't earned 5 years of trust back in 3 weeks. If I spent years blowing up every time somebody criticized me, and now I've learned emotional control, that's wonderful. Right on to the righteous. But the people around me may still brace themselves when disagreements come up. They looking like, oh shit, here go Junior. This nigga finna go crazy. You feel me? Their hesitation doesn't necessarily mean that they're refusing to acknowledge my growth. They may simply need more evidence. More evidence. I'm telling you, I don't know, man. I can't do numbers. I can only speak for the things I've been through. And that's why I want us to stop demanding immediate recognition for personal transformation. You feel me? Joe, did you hear me? I want us to stop demanding immediate recognition for personal transformation. Motherfucker, that shit is between you and you. Salute the Wise Sports Betting. What's up with you, sis? That is between your personal transformation is between you and you. Well, and the creator. You feel me? But that's between you and God. Yeah. Stop demanding immediate recognition for your personal transformation. Don't spend all your energy announcing I've changed. Live differently long enough that the pattern makes the announcement for you, so people you ain't even gotta say nothing. You understand what I'm saying? That's the work. That's the work. Dame Darling himself said his content evolved. Reporting indicates that his earlier Walmart material included, once again, disruptive prank style content. Like I said, him pouring milk on himself. He was staging falls. He was throwing merchandise and shit. He was doing all kind of stuff. While his more recent work has focused heavily on giveaways and helping complete strangers. And if that's genuine transformation, I have no reason to pretend uh uh um if that's genuine transformation and I have no reason to pretend I know the man's heart, then the work now isn't to erase yesterday. You feel me? It's to keep building today's evidence. The work now is not to erase yesterday. It's to continue building today's evidence. Salute to my brother, Shemua ben Israel in the building. What's up with you, bro? He said the Bible says, Ecclesiastics 6:7, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. You can be quick to think a man has changed. He's got to prove it. Facts. Facts. And I don't do this, but I wouldn't do this, right? But if I called my brother Shemua ben Israel and I said, bro, I need X, Y, and Z. And if it's in within reason and he can do it, he's gonna do it. But I've also known him for 35, 40 years. See what I'm saying? He's one of my high school teammates. I was just thinking about that. And what I said to myself, bro, was that I have tighter relationships with a lot of my teammates than I have with my own family. And I can have teammates I haven't talked to in 20 years. But if I call them, it'd be just like we going into camp. It'd be just like we in season. It'd be just like it was. We go right back and lock right back in. You feel me? Yeah. It doesn't, but today's work doesn't erase yesterday's evidence. It don't happen. That's not how it works. You feel me? Yeah, it doesn't. That's not how it works. Sometimes, I wish it was, but anyway, let me wrap this up, man. I got to get out of here. This might actually be the most interesting part of the story to me, though, right? Because what happens after rejection tells me something about self-mastery too, right? Think about the temptation. You got millions of followers. People are angry for you, right? People are angry for you. They're talking about boycotting this enormous company. You've got an audience of people and supporters that's ready to go to war. Salute to King Vonnie. King Vonnie, somebody give me my theme emoji. Excuse me. You got an army of people ready to go to war. And you could pour gasoline on the thing. But Darling publicly discouraged supporters from boycotting Walmart and said he intended to respect the company's wishes and stop filming there. That matters to me. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about principle because now we're seeing another choice. I can disagree with your boundary, I can disagree with your boundary and still disrespect it. I can believe I've changed without demanding immediate access. I can be disappointed without turning disappointment into destruction. That's emotional restraint. That's the stuff we've been talking about for the last 2 months. You feel me? That's emotional restraint. That's the stuff we've been talking about because rejection has a way of activating your ego. They can't do this to me. You feel me? I'm gonna show them what time it is. Nah, everybody go after them. Let's get it. But self mastery actually asks, does this fight actually serve the mission? What's the mission? Because if Damon's mission is bringing love, laughter, and helping people, then does that mission require Walmart? No. And that's the beautiful part. That's the beautiful part. There are other grocery stores. He was running around here in grocery stores in the city of Dayton. You feel me? He actually gave my sister $50 on her birthday. She saw him in Walmart. He gave her $50. I mean, not Walmart. I'm sorry, in Kroger, and he gave her $50, and it was actually her birthday. See what I'm saying? Does the mission require Walmart? No, that's the beautiful part. There's other grocery stores, there are food banks, there are community organizations, there are families who need help. You can just walk up to them. They need help directly. There are hundreds of ways to fulfill the mission without needing access to one company's property. And that's an important leadership lesson. Never confuse the mission with one particular method. If the door closes, then you got to adjust the method. Don't abandon the mission. You feel me? Don't abandon the mission. My brother Boxing and Barbecue says, but why not start out the right way? He knew he was on some bullshit when he did it in the beginning. Right then and there showed me who you are and what you would do for attention. That is definitely a way to look at it, man. And that is definitely a valuable and valid point. You feel me? Because we are in this space in the world where everybody do everything for attention. Salute to my sister Angie Wise. She says, laugh out loud. True love, uh, MHO allows people the freedom to be who they are and are not. Good with the bad. Seems selfish to demand change over acceptance. Unconditional love. Some things peeps can't change. I'm just saying. Yeah, some stuff ain't gonna change. Some stuff ain't gonna change. Thriving Global Joe says, open door. She said, open one door, closes another door, opens. One door closes, another door opens. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But then at the end of the day, you know, for me, once again, I'm a man, so I always will look at, okay, yeah, I messed that up. Because there's things that, you know, I just ain't done right. Yeah. So in typical me fashion, let me get out of here, but I got to give you some practical application. And I want to give you 5 questions from this situation that you can apply to your own life. 5 questions you can apply to your own life. Check the mission. And if you ain't getting up with a mission, then we already behind schedule. Check the mission. What am I actually trying to accomplish? Is it constructive? Is it aligned with who I'm trying to become? Check the mission. Number 2 is check the method. How am I accomplishing it? Am I respecting boundaries? And am I creating unnecessary collateral damage? Does my method undermine my mission? You feel me? Number 3 is to check the pattern. Does my behavior consistently match the identity I'm claiming? Not what I did, not what, excuse me, not what did I do once? What do I repeatedly do? Does my behavior consistently match the identity I'm claiming? What do I repeatedly do? Because the fact is, man, your pattern will always speak louder than your announcement. Your behavior pattern will always speak louder than your announcement. Number 4 is check the response. What happens when somebody tells me no? Do I explode? Do I retaliate? Do I embarrass him? Do I embarrass them? Excuse me. Do I mobilize everybody around me? Or can I hear no and remain in command of myself? But what happens when somebody tells me no? You got to check the response. And then number 5 is check the alternative. Is there another way? Can I accomplish the mission without forcing this particular method? Yeah. Can I adjust? Can I pivot? Can I build? Can I keep building? That's self mastery, because sometimes the most powerful response to a closed door isn't kicking the motherfucker down. It's saying, understood, I'll build somewhere else. Salute to the brothers UK in the building. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Boxing and Barbecue says, when he started doing all those things without needing attention and cameras and views, I look up years from now, and he been doing all the things behind the scenes when no one knows, then I'll believe him. So he's saying, put the cameras away. You gonna bless people, go bless people. You feel me? Because the fact of the matter is, the story will be told. 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 And you don't need cameras. You'll be legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's a dude that come in here. He light skinned well, I'm talking about myself. It's a dude that come in here and he about yay high, about yay wide. Handsome fella. Got a nice smile. He always got on New York Knicks hat. He come in here, man, and he'll buy the kids candy, and he'll buy people's groceries, and he's always nice and he's always kind. Salute to my brother Supreme Peace Boxing Talk. Your reputation will precede you. And when you walk in the room, the expectation will change. But I'm with Boxing and Barbecue. You can put that stuff away. The Brothers UK said, brother, please let me know your start time. It's 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bro. It's 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the time that I'm going to get in here, and I'm going to commit to getting in here consistently. Monday through Friday. It's peak season with my business, so it'll be a little, But all right, man, I got to go. Here's today's challenge. I don't really want you leaving this conversation thinking about Damon Darling. You understand what I'm saying? I want you thinking about you. Where in your life are you frustrated because people haven't recognized your change yet? Maybe your family doesn't trust the new you. You feel me? Maybe your spouse remembers the old pattern. Maybe your kids do. Maybe your coworkers do. Maybe your reputation in business is still carrying something you corrected personally. Don't become bitter, though. Don't demand immediate trust. Don't demand immediate trust. Don't spend the next year explaining yourself. Build evidence. Get your ass to work. Build evidence. Keep the promises. Respect the boundary. Change your behavior. Control your response. And then guess what? Do that shit again tomorrow. You feel me? And again, and again, and again, until eventually the new pattern becomes undeniable. Because here's the simple truth. You can have a good heart and still need better discipline. You can have a noble mission and still need a cleaner method. And you can genuinely change while accepting that other people may need time before they're willing to trust the change. That's what Boxing and Barbecue just said. That's okay. Your responsibility is not to control how quickly everybody updates their opinion of you. You feel me? Your responsibility is to keep becoming somebody whose pattern gives them the reason to. I'm saying it again. Your responsibility is not to control how quickly everybody updates their opinion of you. Your responsibility is to keep becoming somebody whose pattern gives them a reason to. And if a door closes because of yesterday, respect that boundary, learn the lesson, adjust the method, and keep the damn mission moving. Keep the mission moving. Keep the mission moving. Salute to Jelly Bean. I see you. I see you. Man, salute to y'all. This is the Black Coffee Club, man, hosted by yours truly, Junior the Truth. This is where Generation X comes to stop letting life kick our ass, man, and become in control, man. We here to take back control. Don't let your past hijack your future. Don't let rejection hijack your character. And don't let your ego hijack the mission. Keep building evidence. Keep building evidence. Hey, man, salute to you all, man. Thank y'all so much. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. This show is brought to you by the Simple Truth Minute Manual, the 1-hour book that will change the way you watch the clock, written by yours truly, Junior the Truth, and the accompanying planner, the Simple Truth Minute Manual planner, which includes the 2026 Self-Mastery Blueprint. Man, go over there. You can get it. Now, if you buy the book, the digital copy of the planner is complimentary because it is August 2026, and we are beginning to work on next year's planner. But go over www.theminutemanual.com. This show is also brought to you by the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out. www.theblackgent.com. That's www.theblackgent.com, man. Salute to you all, man. Damn, hey, man, 4-ounce sniper, you was born in 1996, bro? Is that what you said? I'm about to throw my computer, bro. You were born, he said, don't leave me out, a 96, baby. You were born in 1996? God almighty, dog. Man, I ain't even gonna touch that, bro. You a baby. Snipe, I ain't know you was a baby, bro. Hey, B, what's up with it, homie? Hey, man, salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for taking time to tune in. This is Junior Truth signing off. Give me your daily reminder to view your life like a paradise until it looks like a paradise. I'm a high-born player, mate. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Dress so natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black yeah. Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. The Black Gentleman, yeah. Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.